Hello, welcome to Kaiserreich for Hearts of Iron 4, AI only, with the year starting off in 1936, and an alternate universe where Germany wins World War I, causing France to go syndicalist, which are socialist ideology, along with Great Britain and Russia to pretty much just become nationalist populist, or, well, not happy nationalist populist, but to not be the USSR. It could go a whole lot of different ways. In fact, it could even go USSR, but America is it's not gonna stay united forever. Let's just say that America is gonna have more than one war on its soil. That's not counting Guam or the Japanese small island campaign. I mean, an actual war on American soil, like the 48 states. I mean, excluding War of 18. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. America is gonna have a second civil war. I'm just gonna say it. Same with civil war, America's gonna occur. And the game start off with Afghanistan, fighting India and the pretty much entire of China breaking apart and starting war. So let's see who's gonna win through all this conflict and crisis and civil wars between all the different pretty much ideologies of ever. It's been a few months and the Nanjing clique is now fighting a kind of a three-front war with anchoring in the center, Minjing insurgency in the south, and the Shandong clique in the north. Right now, Nanjing dealing with anchoring somewhat well, so if we can, the longer they live, the worse it's gonna get for them. The longer anchoring is alive, the worse it's gonna get for the Nanjing clique, so there's that. Also, Afghanistan lost in a war against the Dominion of India. And a bill in America passed, I believe, right? Hold on, let me just check. Yeah, this bill passed, which had to lead to more market liberalism and the rise of the market liberal, at least market liberals to be able to hold it down. Also, Russia became an empire under a monarch. Britain went totalitarianist, and yeah, except for that, because I thought that was a much okay. They're social democrats. That was gonna be kind of radically socialist. I was like, hold on a second, did they become radically socialist? But luckily for the Entente, no. Anyways, yeah, let's see how the war between Shandong clique and main gun insurgency who will win. That's not just in China in general. After some months, well, first of all, brute communists now radical socialist, with radical socialism in Mingan insurgency right in the east, Nanjing clique, and syndicalism in America. Along with that, Germany went social democrat. So overall, the left is actually on the rise pretty well across the planet. But with elections in Brazil and Italy seeing the success of the social liberals rather than any potential social democrat or syndicalist or any communist or socialist faction. Also, now we're seeing a fight in Spain between the CNT-FAI, which is supported by literally every country, which is even semi-socialist. Carlos Spain, which is supported by the entirety of Entente, and oh yeah, the Kingdom of Spain is supported by the entirety of the Reichspakt in Austria. Well, most, or at least a good amount of the Reichspakt, but I mean three, not just Germany and their puppets. Yeah, and now Bulgaria is fighting a three-front war against Romania, Serbia, and Greece. And Arabia is in a war now. Alright, and Belgium went syndicalist. Also, Iran was also went socialist. A lot of stuff is occurring. And America is just split apart, so overall a lot of stuff is happening. Let's see if America can survive the Civil War, and if who's gonna win in the Iberian Civil War, which would not be till either later on this video or next video. the US is making pretty great successes, honestly, with them pretty much rapidly pushing down south, taking most of Georgia, pushing into Florida, splitting DC, or the AUS, sorry, TSA is here, the AUS into two, between Florida and like the rest. Mexico, meanwhile, Mexico just joined the Desert International with Belgium, Norway, and Hawaii. So, yeah, I don't even know what's happening in Puerto Rico. What's happening in Puerto Rico? Still part of America. Alright then, what about Alaska? It's part of PSA, okay. And Russia's now killing Central Asia. Bulgaria's losing land to the Balkan League. The CNT FAI are doing somewhat well, which is actually kind of surprised. That helped the Kingdom of Spain that now Austria is in a war with Hungary, making it so they can't really support the Kingdom of Spain, making it so it's going to be like a pretty much CNT FAI for Carlos Spain war in Spain. And yeah, right now looking like the AUS is going to die very quickly. With it becoming pretty much a PSA and like CSA, like a PSA, CSA, and USA war, which the winner of this could be whoever, like any of them could really win. I mean, except for the AUS, because they're going to be dead. I think Portugal just joined the Entente. Anyways, let's see who's going to win in like the wars in like America after, or, like who's going to be like, the biggest winner after the fall of the AUS. So, oh yeah, by the way, Argentina now apparently just got into a war. Yeah, I'm just gonna pause it. Yes, the Socialist Republic of Italy is at war with the two Sicily and a war in Nepal against the Main of India. At the war in Argentina, I'm pretty sure just mentioned it, but I'm gonna mention it again, and Ecuador for Peru, Bolivia. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep pause it that way. Oh, Honduras and Nicaragua as well. Anyway, I'm gonna keep pause it that way. There's not like 5 notifications that I had to mention. Well, it's official. Nicaragua joined the Revolutionary Front, and there's now just an alliance to just be up on Honduras. I'm sorry, Honduras, but your two choices are either die or join them. Because you're not gonna win, okay? I'm sorry. But you're just not gonna win. Anyways, there's now a war between like the radical socialist Lanjing and the paternal autocrats in the coming national fragment. Also, now Weltkrieg is on a two-front war against both the Mongolia and Tibet, with Tibet occupying the Shan area. Like India's war against Nepal is pretty much resulting in any potential support for Spain and the PSA to pretty much disappear. But surprisingly, both of them are actually doing fine. I'm especially surprised by Carlos Spain. Like, I think Carlos Spain would have just collapsed, like, without intense support, that the CNT FAI would just make a rapid breakthrough. But no, they didn't, which surprised me. And like the Green government now killing the National Revolutionary Army, the government. Colombia joined the Desert International, and Honduras now dying. But never mind, Nicaragua now went, I'm not even sure what's happening. A lot of wars. America is now stuck in the south mostly. Cairo Pact, Pluto, Union Britain, or not Britain, Union Burma during the Eastern Synclist Union. Germany getting the Dutch East Indies, and the Netherlands turning the socialists, making the German situation even worse, because now they have a giant socialist bloc in the west. Canada is now looking like they're going to join the war against the CSA, which will result in Spain to more get support. So, with the fact that they were doing just fine before, I'm guessing it would be fine for them to not get support. Maybe. Why are they now? How is it now that CNT FAI is pushing? The Romania, like Bulgaria, somehow still alive. Biggest surprise for sure. AI is killing to Sicily, and yeah, well, Central America is trying to unite under one rule, so not going that good. Spain is split into Nash Populist and CNT-FAI, or like Socialist, along with Italy also trying to unite under one leader, and USA. And pretty much every region just trying to unite under one leader, like one ideology, so including China, so let's see who's gonna win in each of these wars, like this series. Well, looks like Austria might die, cause now they're at war with never mind, Serbia, Galicia, Libya, Czechia, and Romania is also at war with Austria. This had just turned to a giant war. Now, I'm not even exactly sure what's happening anymore. Also, the CNTFAI is now just pushing out that the Kingdom of Spain is dead. I guess that what needed to happen for the CNTFAI to become strong. Also, Socialist Party of Italy is pushing out the talent, pushing out like pretty much like the other ideologies from Italy and working, like they're succeeding doing it. Also, the CSA is got a good amount of control in the east, with like the USA mostly just being Florida, New Orleans, the northeast, and like Washington. So the USA is most likely going to lose. So once again, anyone can win. Like if this, especially with the fact that you're looking at the Canadian will get involved, and I don't know if they were also getting involved to stop America, but just going to do for the CSA. If it's just for the CSA, then the USA, if they hold out against the PSA, do have a chance to potentially win. Keyword is potentially. After the Queen is struggling against both the National Revolutionary Government and the Fenton government or whatever. The Long Gong is also holding off against like the Queen, so and Tibet, so like, yeah, right now the Queen government not doing that good. Cuba just joined the right pack. The card of Spain is probably going to lose, along with Austria just simply not being in a good position, with it being stuck between Serbia, Czechia, and Galicia and Cambodia. So Austria need to be very careful to make sure they don't lose. Luckily, if there's one good thing, Bulgaria is also in the war, which does mean that they will most likely win. Also, now Canada's at war against India, so there goes the support for Carlos Spain and like the PSA again. So, and PSA might be able to handle it on their own, but Carlos Spain, with the fact that they already were having trouble before, I gotta say it's goodbye, Carlos Spain. It was nice knowing you. After some more time, like a few stuff changed. Number one, the Austrian Empire just collapsed. Now the Austria is part of Germany, and well, the entire thing has just been split apart among multiple different powers. Nicaragua has just been killed, so now we just have Socialist Central America, which honestly isn't that much of a surprise. At least when we began seeing that everyone was joining like socialism. Also right now we currently have a few nations just kind of first of all, Serbia took out like Albania, and now Bulgaria is probably not gonna win. At least I don't believe they will. The Dutch East Indies were able to suppress like the Indonesians, like from like trying to rise up. Dominion of India is fighting for commune. And yep, now there's no more USA, so now just PSA versus the CSA. And whoever wins will decide the fate of like America, and most likely the fate of the Weltkrieg, the second Weltkrieg. Also, Germany got Czechoslovakia on their side. Oh, well, I guess a victor is neither, because they both just decided to do a peace deal, financing a division across the Mississippi, which honestly was the least suspect choice. and the Ottoman Empire lost against like the Kaiserreich in Iran. So yeah, we now just have like just pretty much Turkey. Pretty much, we just have Turkey. So, and Bulgaria is now getting killed even more somehow. Like actually impressive, and the Queen is also getting killed. So yeah, looking like the Second Weltkrieg could actually go either way with how just everything's been turned out. I don't really say either side have a big advantage where they're likely to win, because like the biggest advantage for, okay, we're gonna say the biggest advantage for Germany is the fact that the Balkans will probably not be a problem, but nope, still would be a problem because they all just joined the Moscow Accord. Alright then, now I look like a clown. Good job, guys. You guys made me look like a clown. After some more time, a few more stuff occurred. Now on, like the war in the wars in like China are slowly coming to an end. At least like the Korean government itself is slowly coming to an end. With Southern Rhodesia joining the Entente and joining the war against the CSA, as the CSA declared war on the PSA again and are doing actually well, which was actually a kind of surprise for me. Oh, yep, the Korean government is killed, or dead, so yeah, I'm gonna assume that the government will probably, that these small nations will probably not last for that much longer. The SRI have finished have finished their job in Italy. With a socialist now rising up in Greece, most likely going to quickly get supported by the other socialists to hopefully get another ally against like the Germans. Although Spain also joined the Third International, so yeah, Germany is kind of in a little bit of a weird situation. Honestly, a socialist Greece might help just because, like, you know, there'd be less pressure in the Balkans, which would make it easier for them to potentially try to push down there quickly and hopefully secure the Balkans and stop like the Russians from potentially just, you know, putting the German into like a kind of pickle and like here, like, well, not Romania, but like pretty much here, just because, you know, the effect of pressure from both Eastern Europe and Southern Europe. I finally did it right. It took me a little while. And the offensive German government have finished the job against Stingchi. Okay, yep, the Brit commune have finished off India. Or at least the Dominion of India, and yeah, the TSA is winning. I actually didn't really suspect that they would just win, especially so easily. I mean, they haven't won yet, but the Canadians and the PSA would have to pull some crazy stunt to stop this stop this PSA from capitulating to the CSA. So it begun. The Second Weltkrieg had begun between the Germans, the Reichspakt and the Germans, and the Third International by like by French. Definitely said that wrong. Parents were just hearing Third International first Reichspakt, with the Entente being likely to join in eventually. Although they've been in the PSA, so yeah, they're just dying. And Russia's now officially trying to kill like the Germans from the east. So, and Azerbaijan also joined the war, huh? That would, the very least, hopefully distract the Russians against like the Germans. The Third International story is great, with them already pushing the Germans back, with them already getting close to Strasbourg, them getting close to Dutch, and like Essen. So yeah, right now the Germans already been getting pressured on all fronts, so let's see if they can somehow succeed. Although Hawaii was just annexed by the CSA, and the CSA could potentially join the war. Again, luckily for Germany, Russia attacked the transmitter, and now we're having a war in China for either authoritarian democracy or Democrat versus radical socialist. So let's see if the socialism will also rise in like China. Oh, and Lithuania now just officially start their own campaign against the Germans. No matter what, that's definitely at the very least going to hurt the Germans, because that will distract their forces, at least for a little bit, against both the French and the Russians. So, not looking good for Germany right now. They might be able to like turn it around potentially. This is the end of today's video. Or first tell me today's video because well I didn't really do the ending for it. Gonna force the don't really want to show you guys what happened. So as you can tell, KP does indeed exist. Good to know. Next time, you guys are gonna win level 2, and if they will or will not win level 3 other smaller